Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Civilization VI Deity as Russia. So, what we are doing is we're fighting back these barbs, and we are trying to modernize, we're trying to get out of the Stone Ages in terms of our military and get closer to our government. So, we still have much insufficient military strength compared to everyone else, and I have noticed that Norway has settled right here. They are the strongest, and they are the only ones that we are not friends with that we know about. So we have to be on guard for these bozos and whatever they might decide to do. In other terms, you might notice all the great prophets have been taken. So who has the religions? We do, somebody we haven't met, and China and Norway. Unfortunately, those are the two closest people to us. So in order to expand our religion in any real way, number one, we can take the obvious choices by spreading to the nearby cities that we are founding. But number two, we're going to have a concentrated religious assault. So we are going to have to pretty much prioritize theology as soon as we have a government. That's really the only thing that we can hope to do to press our religion forward into the next age. So we have that going for us. Alright, so other than that, it seems like we are having a pretty good start so far. Alright, we're going to move him across the river, and we are going to fire with him. And guess what, guys? We are here to tell you that we're founding a city at the immediate start of our episode. Isn't that nice? Okay, so if we build ourselves... Okay, the grove does provide food. I did not remember whether it did or not. So it might be controversial to go for the preserve before the lavra, especially considering our the benefits we get. But the thing is, if we build the lavra, there is no guarantee that we will ever get to 4 population in this city. So I think that it can be pretty justified in us building the preserve first. Alright, so we're going to spread our religion to our brand new city. It's very good. And this builder, we're going to go to the dies. Now, we're going to try our best to fix relations. He's at war with somebody already, and he's not too keen on the Australians. So he's kind of busy, but I don't know. I think we're going to sell him our resource. Even though we won't have those amenities, I think it's worth it to keep them happy. Also, I realize that we have a pretty limited amount of space to settle into, and considering that we have the Dance of the Aurora, we pretty much have to maximize all the tundra. I mean, the tundra is a very thin strip when you really look at it, so we have to maximize all of the space. So we really need to settle all the cities that we can. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably a 5th one up here somewhere that we have to do to enable that we can grow our city. Alright, let's sail this boat down here. There's really not too much he can do unless barbs spawn on here, but he can watch this. And I think having eyes on this area is actually very, very valuable for us. Alright, this guy, he's going to have to wait here. That's fine. But yeah, if the Norwegians move on us, we need a warning. Oh dear. All that stuff we just built. But then again, we have some tiles gaining fertility, so it might turn out okay in the long run. Alright, we have a brand new city. We can't build the preserve. We can start on the granary, I guess. But this guy, need to target down the swords. We'll move him a tile over. Move him into the city. Now, we could bait this guy to come across the river over here and try to attack our city, but I think we have enough firepower aimed at him that we probably don't have to worry. Although, now that I'm saying that, I'm not entirely certain that what I just said is accurate. I could try to bait him to come out this way and encounter our scout, which we'll try to have him take down this other scout. I don't think he will. Okay. He might be dead, actually. I think he can walk right across there, so we might have made a tactical error just now. I think that's actually an entirely possible thing that we did. So, oh dear, we are goofy, and these are the kind of errors that you cannot make on Deity if you want to live. Okay. Well, maybe he'll live. No, he won't. He will not live. Well, that is our first death of the era. Okay. So, we have the ability to make a harbor here, but of course we do have to wait until we have population. So, we probably should lock in all the 2 food tiles to grow faster here. And in the meantime, let's see. Well, we do need to go for... Let's go for bronze working first before doubling back for archery. Then the reason I want to do that is let's bolt out as many archers as we, or as many slingers as we can, which is going to be like 3 more. And I don't think that's a bad thing to do at all, because we really need to protect against any possibilities. Oh, we need irrigation. I tell you what, we'll still do bronze working first, but then we'll double back to irrigation before we get to archery. This is it's a gamble, not getting archery right away, but if we detect that enemies are moving against us, then we can flip over really fast. I mean, this galley, if nothing else, is going to be a good early warning system for us. Alright, that bozo is over here somewhere. We've got to be cautious. Alright, let's flip back to the preserve. And as much as I am loath to spend money on frivolous crap, I think buying a warrior is actually a worthwhile investment, because I could have the warrior lead these 2 slingers and try to do some damage to whatever is over there in terms of barbs and such. Alright, I'm not going to risk fixing these tiles. I really want those dyes, so... And also the scout, or I mean the missionary, is just going to have to hang out here until we can make his way forward safer. Alright, yeah, we're getting all sorts of points, but okay. Government now. Gosh, in order to decide what government we want, we really need to look at our possible policies. I want the settler policy. I want that. This might seem like a crazy thing to do, but I'm actually leaning towards oligarchy right now. For the combat strength, for the military policies. Yeah, we can always change later. This isn't Civ 3 with its eras of rebellion and such, but what we're going to do, we're going to put in Agogi. We will probably flip over to conscription soon enough, but for now we'll have Agogi. And what we're going to do, we're going to keep settlers in. Are we going to be buying tiles? No, probably not immediately. It's not an easy choice. Conscription for the cheaper stuffs. Could go for builders, but we're not building builders right now. So I don't know what benefit is going to help us the most at this moment. So we're just going to put in charismatic leader and hope that those envoys will come in handy for us. Alright, so what we're going to do, he might be able to cause some grief, but I don't think he's going to be able to kill any of our units if we stay closely together. Let's see. I've been neglecting the quick deals screen, but turns out there's not much in order to do over here. They don't have anything to sell. We can sell them our silver, but they would offer us a bad deal. How about... Yeah, no one's offering us a good deal right now. I think we are SOL on that. I'm not trading away my one amenity for something that lackluster. I think that's a losing proposition. Oh dear, and we have Norwegian missionaries coming up this way. Yeah, all the more important that we get to theology and upgrade our religion. Alright, so this city is ready. I think this sector is safer. So it might be a little bit of a risk to go ahead and build 2 settlers to settle the 2 spots that we have planned out for us, which is going to be the first and the second. The reason being, if we settle this first, these 2 tiles will belong to this automatically. But if we settle this one first, we can acquire this tile and start building the Lavra here. Therefore, we can have all 3 and maximize our stuff. So, yeah, that's our plan. And I know this is our Magnus city, but we are currently putting slingers here. Very good. Alright, so there is our opponent, swordsman, over there. Very dangerous, but I don't think he has the ability to one-shot anyone, so we're just going to pressure him greatly with our units. In terms of our builder, well, we are going to have to rip this up once our Lavra is built, or once our preserve is built, but we don't have to worry about that now. Let's go ahead and get that silver worked out. I think that will be mighty. Ooh. Sorry, John Curtin. I'm not a fan of his either, but I just can't justify joining that war. Oh, geez. Okay. So he's gotten pretty grievously wounded, but let's go ahead and wipe him out. I think that should be it for him. Alright, we have avenged the death of our scout from before. So you fortify, and what we're going to do is chase that guy down. Alright, I want you to come over here. We will discover iron, and of course, when you discover iron, there's always a chance it might be on a tile that you have set aside for something else, but hopefully that will not be happening. Alright, we're going to go ahead and spend this gold buying that tile. Maybe I should have gotten the tile thing, but I don't know. I think we're going to be all right when it comes to that. Okay. You are running away, Mr. Scout. We found the camp. The scout really can't do much. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to put him here. In case he tries to run down here, we can shoot him. So no matter where he goes, he's going to be doomed. We'll put him there. And him will move down here. I want to have eyes on as much stuff as I possibly can. Alright. Let's look at quick deals. Sale. Who's going to give us... Alright. Australia is going to give us 11 gold per turn. That's a significant amount of gold. So we're going to go ahead and accept that offer. Alright. So have we discovered iron? I don't think we have any within our current borders. But we have one right here, which is good. There's some down there. There's one for our ally, which we will be getting. And then there's one over here. Now, settling over here somewhere is not necessarily a terrible idea, but it's not really like the smartest idea either. Because that would just be asking for trouble, and there's only so much we can do to defend this choke point. It's not that great of a choke point. I mean, I could be really cheeky and put the city over here, or even over here, but he can come around either way. I mean, that would be an incredibly funny place to put a city, right here. But I don't know. I don't think we're going to be doing anything so foolish or reckless. But I do think we are going to have to keep in mind our defense of this area. So we might have to do something down here. I don't know. But at any rate, we have reached the end of this episode. So, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.